Boop. Happy Thursday. Today is Thursday, September the 9th, 2021. Today's daily Bible readings come to us from Psalm 19, Proverbs 15, 1 through 17, Hebrews 11, 17 through 22, or you could have read Psalm 116, 1 through 9, and Joshua 2, 1 through 14, ending again with Hebrews. I'm going to look at Joshua 2, 1 through 14, and talk about Bronze Age evangelism. It was like evangelism, but in the Bronze Age, because that's what they had. This is the story of Rahab, and in case you don't know who that is, she was a prostitute who lived in the city of Jericho. And when the spies from Israel came to check out the city and do a little reconnaissance, she kind of put them up for the night and hid them from the other people in the city, because people in the city knew something was going on. They knew that Israel was nearby. You couldn't really hide Israel out in the wilderness. And so they knew something was going on, and they didn't want these spies around. Rahab hid them. The interesting thing is, she hid them, but then she also she wanted to be a part of Israel's story. And you got to ask, what led Rahab to side with Israel in all this? What led her to say, hey, I'm going to do this for you, and when the Lord hands the city over to you, I want to be a part of Israel. I want to be, safe and protected and be a part of that story. So what led her to side with Israel? And it was the testimony that she had heard about what God had done for them. She says, "For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea before you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to the two kings of the Amorites that were beyond the Jordan, to Sihon and Og." Great name for a city, by the way. "Whom you utterly destroyed." Goes on and on. So she heard all about what God had done for the people of Israel, all those miraculous stories of deliverance and guidance and protection. It was the good news of what God had done and was doing that turned her head, that really got her attention. And it was a future that she wanted to be a part of. She could see what God had done. She could see what God was doing, and she decided she wanted to be a part of what that meant going forward. So the question, I think, is for us is well, what about our good news? What about your good news? What has God done for you that you could be telling everybody about? What about your story about how God has done incredible things for you? Maybe he didn't dry up the Red Sea or go, defeat the king of Og for you. When was the last time you went to war with Og? But the important thing is the things that God is doing for you and has done for you. Are you sharing those stories with people? Have they heard? How else are people supposed to know about the future that they could have in God if you haven't told them what God's been doing for you? Anyway, that's the DBR for today. Get out, enjoy the day. We'll be back tomorrow. Huggins will be here with another DBR for you. Enjoy your day. Boop.